Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Forrest out in St. Louis. Hopefully, you're having an absolutely wonderful Thursday. I know mine has been just absolutely a lot of fun here. Wrapped up today. Spent the entire day with some clients, which was absolutely cool. Just a lot of fun, a lot of fun, a lot of fun for sure, for sure, for sure. So, totally excited. I'm going to share some really good information with you tonight that I think will definitely get your juices flowing, get you thinking a little bit different, maybe get you thinking outside the box, thinking a little bit differently from that perspective, which is always a good idea to change your mindset and move in a different direction. So I'm going to share some stuff with you, 4 reasons why you haven't started your side hustle, and some of them may be just pretty obvious in your face. Some of them may not. Hey, Cheryl, thanks for swinging by. Really appreciate it. So we're going to jump right into these. We've got a really cool bonus for you as well that'll sort of offset these 4 reasons why you haven't started your side hustle. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Forrest Knight. I'm a social media marketing strategist. I love helping people succeed online. I am a coach. I'm on a mission to have no more empty refrigerators, make an extreme impact, and be a legacy creator. And I hope you are too. So jumping right into these. A lot of people, and you may be like me, you may be like a lot of other people, want to make some extra income, especially with everything that's been going on in the economy, people getting laid off their jobs, people not really working full time, a lot of people working from home, and an opportunity to make some extra income. So, hey, Patricia, thanks for swinging by. Orange, thanks for swinging by. So you want to make some extra income, and the idea of working something is interesting, fun, and new, but you just don't have, you now want more time flexibility than you've had in the past. Maybe a side hustle is perfect. Now maybe just the right time to get started. So, but what is it? What's holding you back from getting started? If a side hustle is so good for the sense of fulfillment in your pocketbook, why haven't you started one yet? And that's a really good question. So, and there's quite a few reasons why you haven't started. One is you're scared. It's the fear of starting something. Usually has 2 main factors. One of the reasons is, what happens if you fail, right? What happens if asteroids hit the planet and you fail and the world comes to an apocalypse again because it didn't work out the way you wanted it to, right? What happens if you succeed and you can't sustain it? What happens if you start and it bombs out? Think about all the businesses. I think this last year, like in 2019, there was over 7,000 brick and mortar companies that shut down. Crazy, right? You found the best way to move through the fears is to play them all the way out through the end. What's the best way to do that? What can actually happen if you fail? What's going to be the worst thing that happened if you started the side hustle and you failed, right? You'll lose hours you spent. Of course, if you spent $50, you invested $50 or something like that. It's a really small investment. The cool thing, and one of the reasons I love network marketing, is because it has a very, very low cost of entry. So the financial risk isn't a lot, right, compared to buying a franchise or something like that. Hey, Charmaine, thanks for swinging by. Glow, thanks for swinging by. Colleen, thanks for swinging by. So what is it? And you can share this with me if you want in the comments. What is the one reason? Actually, we can add 2 questions here. What stopped you from getting started initially, and what motivated you from to go ahead and start? So you can share those in the comments. So what stopped you? What held you back? And then what motivated you to move forward? You can feel free to go ahead and share those in the comments. Number 2. So number 1 is fear. You're afraid to. You're scared to start. Number 2, people will see you do stuff. You got big ego. Like, what are they going to think about me? You're putting yourself out there on Facebook. You're talking about your products or services. How is it going to look to your family, to your friends? You're worried about what they're going to think. What I've learned is I don't really give a jackrep, because I'm on a mission to help people. I'm on a mission to have no more empty refrigerators, which means if I can reach out to the right person at the right time, I might save them from going into foreclosure, losing their debt, maybe brings a family member home. Who knows what it is? It's their deal. But if I'm so worried about what everybody else thinks, am I going to be able to accomplish that mission, right? Who cares, right? So cool deal there. So number 3, you're already doing so much. Whether you're a single parent, a full-time employer, or someone juggling juggling multiple part-time jobs, you probably already feel like your time is limited. The idea behind most side hustles is freedom. Earning a little bit of extra money so you can take time off and enjoy it with your family, and finally being in charge of your schedule so you can be there to help your kid's science project. Be realistic about your time that you have, but also consider what time you'll get back when you go for it. So here's what you really need to consider in terms of risk, investment, and time. Is everybody, and it doesn't matter what kind of job you have, whether you're in sales, you're in financial services, you're selling houses, you're selling, we know that we watched this training on real estate, and it was a very cool breakdown. There's like, and I'll have to get the actual training, but basically the way the numbers work is that out of the 700,000 people that actually start to take the real estate exam, there's a very, very small percentage, and it gets down to like just a ridiculous amount of number. It's like 1 or 2 people in real estate compared to the total number that ever take the test only ever make $50,000 a year. So while they tout that you can make $50,000 or $60,000 a year as a real estate agent, the smallest the percentage compared to the people that actually start is very, very low. So it's a passion thing. You've got to decide for yourself how much hustle you're going to put in, how much time you're going to put in, how many customers you're going to reach out to. This last January, I decided I was going to put my head down and go to work. And I reached out and prospect and reached out and prospect and reached out. And as a result, over the last 12 months, I put in over 1,600 customers from my side hustle gig, right? And that takes a lot of work. It wasn't get rich quick. It wasn't get rich fast. It was put your head down and get a lot of customers. And when you find out that you really don't care, because I got a ton of no's, I got a ton of ignores, I got a ton of follow-ups, I got a ton of people saying I want to think about it till later. The cool thing about that is, and I'm bragging on myself a little bit because it made me realize that why didn't I do this a long time ago? What was holding me back from just really putting my head down and freaking go to work and work really hard? The cool thing about it is once I started doing that, I discovered that for me, that it's a very, very simple process in there, doing the same thing repeatedly over and over. And I use the word, I think I've said a lot today, like 500 times, a lot. So whether you're doing presentations for a real estate business, whether you're selling cars and doing presentations, whether you're doing the advertising sales, the more people you put your presentation in front of, the more opportunity you have to get no's, and the more opportunity you have to get yeses. The more yeses you get, the more customers you get. So that's the answer. And if you're already doing too much, then you got to do more. You got to put your head down so you can replace that other thing that you're doing with a new thing that you want to do. So number 4, you don't know anything about technology, marketing, fill in the blank. You don't know anything about it. That's an excuse. The best way to get smart is to use the Googles and the YouTubes. There's so much information out there. It's unbelievable. You want to learn how to market on YouTube? Type in learn how to market on YouTube. You want to learn how to market on Facebook? Type in want to learn how to market on Facebook. You want to learn how to market on Instagram? Look up Chalene Johnson. Or any of them, like Kim Olson. I mean, Kimberly Olson, Chalene Johnson, Marina Simone, Instagram freaking guru. I'm sorry, Kim Olson's actually LinkedIn. Marina Simone and Chalene Johnson are Instagram guruesses that you definitely want if you want to learn how to market on those channels. The cool thing about, for example, just went through a Chalene Johnson course. What she teaches and processes in terms of building an Instagram channel, you can use that exact same process on Facebook, on the TikToks, on the Twitter and the Twitters, wherever you're on. That same process is going to work because there's people out there, right? It's like, which platform should I use? Whatever platform you want to, whatever platform floats your boat. So wanted to share that with you really quick. Hopefully you got some value. If you did, share your number 1 takeaway. Got a really cool bonus. Since we're talking about being scared, I thought maybe I'd share something with you. 6 books to help you make your vision a reality. I've got a list of 6 books that help you get unscared. If you like that list, shoot me a private message. I'll get those over to you. One of my favorite books of all time, probably, well, I've got quite a few favorite of all times, but one of the most recent ones is The One Thing. Definitely recommend if you're looking at it. I'm telling you, once you start reading it and you start dissecting it, you get out your marker and your pen, and if you read like me, you read a paragraph, you highlight it, you reread it, you circle it, you underline it, you do it, you put it a quote on social media. But the one thing, I'm telling you, it's going to change the way you think about stuff. There's so many of them. There's The Big Leap. There's The One Thing. There's Psycho-Cybernetics, which is a whole nother book, but that's not even on this list. I've got a whole nother list of 6 books. I just threw those out there. So now you actually got a list of 9, right? Plus the 3 I just mentioned. I love you. Jesus loves you. There's absolutely nothing you can do about it. I'm on a mission to have no more empty refrigerators, make an extreme impact, and be a legacy creator. I hope you are too. Shoot me a message if you want that list of books.